Who is the secret man behind 5-Minute Crafts and 16 other YouTube channels that combined have over 450 million subscribers? They are two Russian web developers making billions, even more than Mr. Beast, yet nobody knows who they are. At Unmasked Billionaire, we'll be taking the masks off the secret founders of The Soul Publishing, a company that runs the biggest YouTube empire. However, I must warn you, their rise was full of controversies and misleading content that led to many problems on their way to the top. The history of The Soul Publishing, much like its entire operations today, is clouded in mystery. According to Wikipedia, the Soul Media Company was founded in 2016 by two close friends, Pavel Radeyev and Murat Mukamatov. However, their journey to create one of the largest and biggest media operations in the world started long before 2016. And it all began with the creation of an ad site called AdMe.ru in 2004. Around this time, the internet was still at its early stages, and only a few people had access to the internet or even computers. But Pavel and Murat were young web developers, and they knew a lot of things about the internet that many people at the time didn't. Although it was still hard to tell at the time, Pavel had this tingling feeling that the internet was the future, and he wanted to be a part of it. So he called his friend Murat and convinced him to build a website where they could post content. Pavel knew that if they were able to drive enough traffic to their website, then people would pay them to run ads for them. Murat loved the idea, and the two immediately got to work, and after a few weeks of coding for long hours, their website was ready. They called it AdMe.ru. The two friends dedicated all their time to their new project, and by 2007, AdMe had not only surpassed its main competitor at the time, Sostav.ru, but they also secured their first investor on board. AdMe continued growing, and by 2013, the website had 6 to 7 million visitors per month. Despite having these impressive numbers, Radeyev and Murat realized they weren't making enough revenue from their website. So, the two friends decided to take a look at other popular sites like Upworthy and BuzzFeed, who had way more traffic on their website, to see what they were missing. It was here they would learn two important things. One, they needed to drive more traffic to their website, as more traffic meant more money. Two, to drive more traffic, they needed to create content that anyone and everyone would enjoy. At first, many people criticized AdMe, with some media personalities calling their new content cat journalism. But the idea worked, because by 2015, the site's audience had grown to 23 million visitors a month, the highest they'd ever recorded. They expanded to Facebook and began posting the same content on the platform, and before the end of 2015, their new Facebook page had gained more than 2 million followers. By 2016, Radeyev and Mukamatov had created numerous Facebook pages and websites, all of which had a total of about 100 million followers. And in addition to that, the two founders were making a profit of over $400,000 a month. Now, while most people would have been satisfied with making such a huge amount of money every month, they were not. Instead, they turned their attention to an unlikely business that would go on to make them billionaires. 15th of November 2016, they launched 5-Minute Crafts on YouTube with the goal of posting 3 to 4 videos per week. And to say it was an overnight success would be barely scratching the surface. The whole idea of this channel wasn't to really teach you any of these crafts. Rather, the videos exist purely to make sure you don't take your eyes off the screen. There's never a list of materials you need to complete the tasks, no step-by-step instructions. Some of these efforts take days, yet they get it done in a few seconds. This was a great strategy, as most of the videos other DIY channels were creating at the time were often long, boring, and uninteresting, whereas Pavel and Murat found a way to make their videos short, colorful, and interesting to watch, even though they basically taught nothing. This would later cause controversy though, but for now, 5-Minute Crafts was about to take the YouTube industry by storm. Since the channel's launch in 2016, 5-Minute Crafts have created more than 4,600 videos. These videos have been viewed more than 19 trillion times, and the channel has amazed more than 77 million subscribers, making it the 11th most followed channel on YouTube. Recent estimates suggest that the channel earns around $1.08 million every month and $16.8 million every year. However, YouTube isn't the only platform where 5-Minute Crafts is making impressive numbers. On Facebook, their page has more than 100 million followers, making it among the top 15 most followed pages on the popular media platform, ahead of Justin Bieber and Rihanna. The channel also has another 44 million followers on Instagram, where they also post similar regular content. Pavel and Murat's tactics of making short life hack videos filled with bright colors and crazy crafts proved successful. The most important tactic being making use of keywords in their titles so that they would rank on the top of YouTube search all the time. They also hired the best thumbnail artists to create colorful and elaborate thumbnails that would attract viewers into clicking on their videos. Within 3 months of launching the 5-Minute Craft, they hit their first 1 million subscribers. In 2017, just 4 months after opening 5-Minute Craft, they launched their second channel, Brightside, which also became an instant hit on YouTube. Except this time it was under a company called The Soul Publishing, a company Pavel and Murat had created with the intention of taking over the media world. After that, The Soul Publishing has opened more than 100 different YouTube channels and 70 Facebook pages, of which their most popular channels include Brightside, 123 Go, Avocado Couple, 5-Minute Magic, and of course 5-Minute Craft. In 2021, The Soul Publishing became the first media publisher to reach 100 billion views for its online content. Yet, despite all of this, very little remains known about the company, its two founders, and how the company employs its workers. According to the Soul Publishing website, the company releases around 1,500 videos every month. These videos are produced by a team of 1,000 employees scattered across the globe. Now, if you know anything about YouTube production, you'd agree that 1,500 videos every month, even for 1,000 workers, is a whole lot. We're talking about scriptwriters, voiceover artists, actors, video editors, a manager for each channel, and so on. Simply put, one video alone can take up to a week before it's ready to be uploaded. So how then does the Soul Publishing achieve uploading this insane number of videos every month for a whole year? The only logical answer is that many of the company's videos are red edited. In other words, the new videos are created from old ones or simply rearranging the same plots in a different way. Despite this, the company appears to have a habit of regularly hiring new people, which is not surprising given the size of the company's operation. Some of the company's employees work from home, while other employees like actors might be asked to move to Cyprus for a number of weeks or even months till the project is complete. In this scenario, the actor along with other applicants will first be given a task. If the actor passes the task, the company would then work on getting the person a visa and a flight to its headquarters in Cyprus. But what's even more interesting and unique about the Soul Publishing is the method with which they go about their business. Back in 2020, 5-Minute Craft was the 7th most subscribed YouTube channel in the world. Usually, in this type of situation, you'd expect a channel as big as 5-Minute Crafts to have some sort of personality. After all, this is the reason why Mr. Beast and so many others are so big on YouTube. They engage with their audience, reply to their comments, create communities, etc. However, the Soul Publishing does none of this. Their videos have no personality. They do not talk to the press or reply to any comments on their videos. These are all the things that many YouTube owners would advise you against. Yet, that's one of the foundations for everything the Soul Publishing has achieved so far. But that's not all. The personal lives of its two founders, Pavel and Murat, are also unclear, aside from the fact that they started the company first as a website before expanding later to YouTube, and that they're both Russians. Not much is known about the two. Like their channels, they don't talk to the press or actively use any of their social media accounts. However, many sources close to the two founders believe Pavel to be the brains behind the Soul Publishing, while Murat is responsible for the day-to-day running of the media company. While this strategy has proven to be very successful, it has also brought a few controversies to the Soul Publishing's footsteps. The vast majority of the Soul Publishing content has to do with entertainment and fun. The media company even portrays itself as an apolitical company, and this is true when you consider channels like 5-Minute Craft and Brightside. But the thing is, the Soul Publishing also makes historical videos that are as inaccurate as some of their hacks on 5-Minute Craft. Back in 2019, Smart Banana, a YouTube channel owned by the Soul Publishing, which usually posts historical and listicle videos, posted a video claiming Ukraine is part of Russia. The video also retold Joseph Stalin's time in power and suggested that Alaska was given to the US by Soviet leader Nikita Khrushchev, when the real truth is that the USA purchased Alaska from Russia in 1867. The video, of course, led to a lot of backlash and was later taken down, but by the time it was taken down, it had already been viewed by over 300,000 people. Like any company in the face of a huge controversy, The Soul Publishing, through a spokesperson, apologized for the video, calling the lies they told in the video factual mistakes. In another video titled 12 Countries That May Not Survive the Next 20 Years, on the same Smart Banana, The Soul Publishing suggested that Russia's fierce rival, the US, might not survive the next 20 years, claiming that political infighting and diverse political viewpoints will be the end of the #1 country in the world. These are just a few of the countless videos The Soul Publishing has made that show extreme sympathy to Russia, even to the point of rewriting history to misinform the public. The question is, what do they seek to gain by doing this? The truth? Nobody knows. And with so little information about the company or its founders to investigate, it's hard to explain what the company's motives are. However, political controversies aren't the controversy the company has found itself in. The Soul Publishing's most popular YouTube channel, 5 Minute Craft, has also faced several criticisms over the last few years. When you scroll through some of the videos on 5 Minute Crafts, you're often left wondering if these crafts or life hacks actually work, or if they're even crafts at all. And the truth is that while some of the hacks are actually useful, the majority of them are useless. Some of these hacks, like this video of how to make grilled cheese with no kitchen appliances, are not only dangerous, but incredibly harmful. The Soul Publishing has received quite a lot of backlash at the end of 2019 for all of this, and surprisingly, they finally spoke out. They have released a statement on the 25th of December 2019, and what's very strange is that it's now deleted from their website. This is how the page looks now. We've managed to find it in a YouTube video uploaded in 2020, so let's see what they had to say. The Soul Publishing's content is entertaining, fun, and amusing. However, we acknowledge that, on occasion, has also been factually incorrect. This self-reflection surfaced last week when select media outlets attempted to falsely label us as a foreign propaganda machine. While this label is absolutely untrue and honestly hurtful, these same media outlets did accurately bring to light factual mistakes in a very small portion of the videos which we created. The published videos, often presented by an animated talking banana, focused around history, specifically Russia, United States, and several additional countries. The videos were loose with facts and at times conveyed incorrect information. So as you see, they confirmed and admitted their mistakes. But how they finished the statement was very interesting. Lastly, the infiltration of fake foreign political advertising and propaganda across any social media platform to any country is unacceptable. Although disappointing, we have to address this. To be clear, this is not what the Soul Publishing does, did, or will ever do. So the Soul Publishing is saying, hey, leave us alone. We're just crazy fun guys with hot glue life hacks and we're not up to anything. We don't condone propaganda, we are not biased media. Now it's up to you guys to determine if that is really how it is, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments section below. Future for their biggest channel doesn't seem promising. That may sound surprising after everything you've heard up until this point. Therefore, let me show you why. If we look at the Google Trends, we can see that 5 Minute Crafts reaches its peak popularity in 2020. Since then, they've fallen lower and lower. The main reason why is the repetitive style of content, which resulted in lower interest. If you decide to watch 10 latest videos from 5 Minute Crafts, you would realize that most of these videos are just the same. They reuse the same clips over and over again, which makes it impossible to watch these videos every day, even if you wanted to. This channel is now just a huge content farm, and if you look at their videos now, it's mostly clickbait, which offers little to nothing shown in the thumbnails. Also, the main metric showing their downwards trend is most importantly, views. They had a peak in December 2021 with 410 million views in a month, but if we move forward to today, they're averaging 100 million views a month. Now that might seem like a lot, but most of those views are coming from their shorts content, which generates almost zero revenue. Long-form content are what is keeping their business running, but they barely get 100,000 views per video now, and that isn't sustainable on the long run. The Soul Publishing is now focused on starting new channels to keep their empire running. After all the past experiences, the Soul Publishing has built systems that allows them to create successful channels in every niche on YouTube. Even if 5 Minute Crafts stops generating revenue, they're able to replicate that success on an infinite number of new channels. Click here to watch another video where we debunked who may be the richest man in the world.